Welcome back everyone, Day-to-Day Gamer here, and today we're going to be looking at quests 13 through 21, that's the side quests in Bravely Default 2. We're going to get through a whole bunch today, and the first one, number 13, you just have to talk to this old man right here on the bridge. If he's not there, you just have to come back a little bit later in the game, and he's going to ask you to find his gold dentures. Now this quest showed up for me after I had advanced some of the story in Savalon, so you might just want to check back here after you open up the fast travel with the carriage to be able to come back here and check if this quest is available. After you get the quest from him, you're going to want to head out to the grassy area outside of Halcyonia, and you'll come to this marker here, and you're just going to chop away at the grass. I actually found a phoenix down when I was in my search for the dentures, but it is actually just to the north of that phoenix down. At least that's where it was for me. So once you chop away enough of the grass, you will get the notification that you found the gold dentures, the gorgeous gold dentures. You'll come back to Halcyonia, talk to the old man, and that is literally it for the quest. So this is a very easy quest, number 13. It doesn't take very long to complete. You should be able to knock this off your list, but you get 1,300 PG for it, which is a large amount of money for just finding some dentures in the grass outside, if I do say so myself. So moving on to number 14, this quest, you're gonna have to talk to the guard that's outside of the abandoned building that you've previously quested in. Again, this showed up for me after I had advanced some of the story in Savalon and during the day. Come over here, he's gonna ask you if you can borrow a lantern because he forgot his. You're going to want to go back into Halcyonia and go all the way into the castle, and you're going to talk to one of the guards there who's going to give you the lantern that you can bring back to that guard, which is the lantern that he is looking for. After you talk to this guy, you're going to want to head all the way back to the abandoned building and deliver the lantern. Again, this is just a very quick delivery quest, very easy, not much to it, but in case you hadn't found the quest giver or wondering where quest 14 was, that's where it is. Okay, so number 15 is a little bit of a nuisance. You're going to want to talk to this woman over here in Halcyonia, and she's going to give you Belle of the Ball. Now, she wants to collect some rocktail feathers. These are a pain. I'm going to let you know right now. It's going to, if you ever played World of Warcraft and some of those early classic fetch quests, it's going to give you some flashbacks because not every rock that you kill is going to drop a rocktail feather. You can see here I defeated some and there was no rocktail feathers that dropped. So you have to just keep finding them and fighting them in the mountainous area north of Halcyonia. And eventually you'll see it says rocktail feather. You can get, for me I only ever got one at a time, so it took me several battles, but eventually you will get your last rocktail feather, and that is the 3 that you are looking for. It is a bit of a pain. You're going to have to do some grinding to get them, but you will eventually get all 3. After you do, return to the woman, but your quest is not quite done yet, so now you have to take the feathers to the tailor to be able to create this dress, and the tailor is actually in Savalon, so you're gonna have to go all the way to Savalon, talk to this guy right over here, and he's going to sew the dress very, very quick. He's a miracle worker of Savalon, so I guess he can just knit or sew these things very, very quickly. After he does, then you can bring the dress back to the gown, I should say, back to the woman, and that will finally complete the quest. So it takes a little bit of time, but you will eventually get it done. It's not too complicated, it's just more time consuming. Okay, so now onto quest number 16. This one you're going to want to talk to this man right here in Savalon. This is going to be a story-driven quest. There's going to be some cutscenes. I won't show you all of them, but I'll let you experience those for yourself. He talks about a one-eyed creature that he needs killed, and you're obviously going to take on the task of killing that one-eyed creature. So head out just to the west of Savalon, and in this grassy area, you're going to see this guy being attacked by a one-eyed monster. You're going to tell him to get to safety, and you're going to take up the task of defeating it yourself. There are actually 6 of them that show up in a group. I wouldn't say they're super difficult. They might give you a little bit of trouble depending on your level, so just come prepared, but otherwise it shouldn't be too bad. After that, you're going to get some more cutscenes to fill in some of the story. Then you can deliver the news to the character in Savalon, and that will complete your quest again after a little bit more cutscenes. So it's basically just defeating those 6 enemies. It's not very difficult, but you get $680 for that. PG, I should say. Alright, so the next quest, you're going to want to come to this building here and talk to this guy. This is a very easy one as well. This is quest 17, Say It With Shells. He wants to collect some beautiful seashells to be able to give as a gift. He wants to give his beloved a gift. It's only $520 you're going to get for it, but it is a quest off your list. So to collect them, you're going to want to go to the beach area just outside of town. Just kind of follow it. There's only one beach area, or there might be more than one beach area, but there's only one nearby Savalon, and you should be able to follow the markers to get there. All three of them on the beach, so you just have to kind of follow the coast, and eventually you'll find all three. Watch out for enemies if you're not wanting to take them on or are too underleveled at this point. But yeah, they're all along the coast right against the water, very easy to find. After you collect all three, very simply, you just head right back into town and deliver the news and the seashells to the quest giver, and that will complete your quest. So again, very easy quest. It's just a fetch and delivery quest, I guess would be the best way to describe it. Shouldn't give you too much trouble, but again, some of the enemies on the beach, depending on your level, might be a bit tricky at this point. If they are, you might just want to try to avoid them as you're collecting the seashells. Okay, so for this one, you're going to want to go into the palace in Savalon. This is for quest 18, and Prince Castor, after you do the cutscene where he accompanies you, there's this quest right here is going to open up. So that's how you trigger this quest becoming active. They want you to defeat some goblin archers, 3 of them to be exact, and you're going to get an iron bow. If you do, head out of Savalon, head just a little bit north, and you will see some goblin archers hanging out over here. If you enter into a battle with them nearby each other, you can do a linked battle, which will make this go a little bit quicker. You need to kill 3 goblin archers. Altogether, I think there's going to be 5 in this linked battle, so you have more than enough to be able to get the quest completion. Defeat the first battle, and you get 3 more goblin archers after that. Defeat those, and you will get a notification saying you have defeated 5 goblin archers and you needed to get 3, which means this quest is done. It's very simple, and it's also just right outside of Savalon, so it's not a long trek or anything. It's a very quick one to beat and to succeed in. So get target practice completed, and that is quest 18 down. Okay, so quest 19, you're gonna want to talk to this woman right here on the pier, and she's gonna give you book smarts. She wants to borrow a book from the boy who likes reading. Now this boy is actually in Halcyonia, he is not in Savalon, so you're gonna have to make the trek to Halcyonia and talk to this guy just up this first set of stairs on this little landing here. Then you will be able to report back to the old man. I called him an old woman, but it's an old man. I couldn't see from that distance, okay? Don't give me too much of a hard time for that. So get the book from this guy, read his little text here, and then you will have to go, obviously, all the way back to Savalon to deliver it. But again, this is just a fetch quest. It's more of a... I wouldn't even say a nuisance. It's not that long to get from Savalon to Halcyonia, but it's just time-consuming more than anything. Definitely not difficult. After you have the book, deliver it to the old man on the pier, and you'll get a little bit more text, and then that will complete quest 19, book smarts, and it'll get you 2 pairs of silver glasses, which is perfect for reading. Okay, so quest 20. This one is the most annoying quest I've encountered so far in the game, just so you know. So have fun. So talk to this woman here, and it's going to be called a long lunch, which is a suiting name because this quest is long, for no reason other than to be annoying. So you have to deliver the lunch to the ruins. You get the packed lunch. It seems very simple. The ruins you're going to have to go to anyways for your story. So you're going to be in them. It's very easy. Here's this guy. You just go to deliver the lunch. But guess what? He doesn't have his flask. So he wants his flask to be able to eat his lunch. And again, he's going to ask these strangers rather than take it upon himself to get the flask. So you have to go back to the wife to get the flask. So you go back to the wife and you get the flask. And guess what? You have to deliver the flask to the man in the ruins. So you got to go back to the windswept ruins, deliver the flask. But guess what? He doesn't have a fork. So you got to go back to the wife to get some cutlery. Again, because it's best to just ask strangers to do all this than do it yourself. Go back to the wife, get the fork, and guess what? You got to deliver that fork back to the guy in the windswept ruins. So you go back to the windswept ruins and deliver the fork. And that's all he needs. Guess what? He's done now. But he also wants you to deliver a message to his wife because he's been hanging out here for days and he still doesn't want to go back apparently. But he wants you to thank his wife and tell her how much he appreciates her. So you're going to deliver that message as well. You're going to basically save their marriage here and make them all happy, even though seems like they've never seen each other face to face. But now the quest is finally done and you complete long lunch quest number 20. Bit of a nuisance, big nuisance I should say, but you will eventually get it done if you take the time. Lastly, after you complete the boss fight in the windswept ruins, there'll be a new quest located just north of the quest giver for the long lunch. This will trigger a cutscene, and this has to do with Adele looking for a new pair of shoes and Elvis having an idea of how to get them for her. After you do the accepting of the quest, which is called Heart and Soul, you will want to head over to the east section of town and to this shopping stall here, which is apparently where you buy shoes. And you're going to get another cutscene about wanting to buy some shoes from this guy, but this guy is saying we are closed, and you'll find out the reason he's closed is because he's very upset that he's lost his cat. devastated in fact, and so you guys decide that you are going to find his cat for him. It's actually super easy to find the cat. All you have to do is head over to the west area of town. You'll see the marker there. Just head up just north of this building. As soon as you walk into the area, it will trigger a cutscene, and not a very long one, where the cat will just walk right up to you. Well, he'll walk right up to Elvis at first, and then eventually Adele, and then that will be how you acquire the cat. So it's very, very simple. All you gotta do is go right back to the shopping stall, trigger some more cutscenes. He's happy you got the cat. He'll give you whatever shoes you want. He'll fix Adele's old shoes. You get some really cool cutscenes of how Adele and Elvis met, which I'll let you discover for yourself. But after that, the quest is done, and that is quest 21. That's the last one for today. I hope this helped you out. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.